والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه الطيبين الطاهرين. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. My dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us in Surah Al-Ma'idah where He says, لِلَّهِ مُلْكُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا فِيهِنَّ وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. All the dominion of the heavens and the earth and all that is therein in between belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He is able to do everything. It is He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created the year and made Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha as the two most important days of the year. It is He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created months and made Ramadan as the most important month of the year. It is He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created weeks and made Jummah as the most important day of the week. It is He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created days and nights and made the first 10 days of Dhul-Hijjah and the last 10 nights of Ramadan as the best days and the best nights. And it is He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created this entire human race and made Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam the best that mankind has ever seen, or the best that mankind would ever see. My dear brothers and sisters, last 1 year has been extremely challenging for the Muslim community in North America. We have seen Islamophobia, bigotry, and hatred towards Muslims increasing. We have many examples: opposition to masajids and schools all over the country. We know the Ground Zero Mosque controversy. We know a pastor in Florida was trying to organize a Quran burning day. We saw the congressional hearing talking about the radicalization of Muslims in North America. So these were very difficult times. These were very turbulent times. These were very challenging times for Muslims, where when we see so much of negativity out over there, we sometimes feel depressed. But I want to share with you a very positive story. I was recently in Atlanta, Georgia, visiting the Carter Center to meet President Jimmy Carter. After that, we visited quite a few Islamic centers in the greater Atlanta metropolitan area. In the heart of Atlanta, there is a beautiful Islamic center called as Islamic Center of Atlanta, which is predominantly an African American community. They have purchased a huge shopping center, and the Imam of this masjid is Imam Mansour, who studied in Syria, an African American brother, speaks very fluent Arabic. So he shared this story with me. I just want to describe this Islamic center. This Islamic center can take 1,000 people. The majority of them are African Americans. Next to it is a full-time Islamic school, and it's a huge shopping complex. And on the right side of the masjid is a grocery store owned by a Muslim. On the left side of the masjid is a restaurant owned by a Muslim. They have a barber shop and a tailor shop owned by a Muslim. They have a food pantry through which they help many homeless individuals. And the surrounding neighborhood, the houses are owned by Muslims. So every day, 5 times a day, they call the azan on the microphone. So people could hear in their homes the azan and they come to the masjid. This is Islamic Center of Atlanta. If you are in that city, you should definitely go and pay a visit to this Islamic Center. So one day, the microphone was not working. So they had to call the azan from inside. That evening, a lady who happens to be from another faith came to Imam Mansour. And she said, I want to talk to you and I have a complaint. So Imam Mansour asked her, what is the complaint? She said, today you guys made me late for work. So Imam Mansour asked her, how did we do that? She said, I don't use an alarm clock. Every day the loud song that you play in the morning around 5:30, that's how I wake up. And today I didn't hear that song and I was late for work. So Imam Mansour says that here is a woman who happens to be from another faith. She's appreciative of what we do. In this environment of negativity where we always hear negative things, here is a positive story where a woman of another faith appreciates your calling of azan. So this is a positive story that I want to share with you. And the reason why I want to share with you is that those individuals who came to this country in 60s, 70s and 80s, the most commonly asked question was, where are you from? This was the most commonly asked question. Today, the most commonly asked question in a post 911 era is, what do you believe in? Nobody will come to you and ask you, where are you from? The most commonly asked question is, what do you believe in? There has been a huge paradigm shift. My dear brothers and sisters, Dr. Ehsan Baghavi, a professor at the University of Kentucky, did a very in-depth research and came up with this beautiful report called as the Mosque Project, in which he identified that there are exactly 2,107 Islamic centers in America. And this is the first comprehensive study that has been done. In the past, we were just doing a guessing game, just to feel good, 3,000 masjid, 5,000 masjid, 10 million Muslims. If you want to feel good, say 50 million Muslims. Just to feel good. The real fact is that in this country, things are data-driven. People pay attention to you when you have a statistical data. So now we have this data that says there are 2,107 masajids. And according to his estimate, there are 5.5 million to 6 million Muslims in North America. In last 10 years, I can tell you, I've spoken in more than 250 Islamic centers, visited in 40 states. I can tell you that there are no 10 million Muslims in America. 5.5 to 6 million seems to be pretty accurate. Now, you divide this number with the number of masajids that we have. Even if you are on a high end and take an average of 800 to 1,000 Muslims attending the prayers at each masjid, that still leaves about 3 to 4 million people without masjids. So it is extremely important that we build masajids, we expand masajids, and we strengthen masajids. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us in the Holy Quran when He says, في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والعشال. In masajids, which Allah has ordained to be raised, to be clean, to be honored, in them His name is remembered. How do we remember the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? By calling the azan, by making the iqama, by offering the salah, by reciting the Quran, by making the dua. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasizes over here. Therein glorify Him subhanahu wa ta'ala in the mornings, in the afternoons, and in the evenings. My dear brothers and sisters, again Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is reminding us where He says, إِنَّمَا يَعْمُرُ مَسَاجِدَ اللَّهِ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَقَامَ الصَّلَاةَ وَآتَى الزَّكَاةَ وَلَمْ يَخْشَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ فَأَسَىٰ أُولَٰئِكَ أَن يَكُونُوا مِنَ الْمُهْتَدِينَ. The masajids of Allah shall be maintained only by those who believe in Allah and the last day, perform as-salah and give zakah, and fear none but Allah. It is they who are on true guidance. Today in the evening at 7 p.m. there will be a groundbreaking ceremony for the expansion project of this masjid. I want to extend this invitation to each one of you and to your families to come and be part of this historical event. Inshallah, next year, inshallah, we will not see, inshallah, people standing out looking for space. When we do our weekend school, we don't have to use this main prayer hall. We can do it in that extended building. If we want to, if anybody is in need of a free clinic, free medical services, they don't have to drive all the way to Richardson or any other part of the city. Inshallah, there will be a free clinic over here. When Bayyana does a month-long Quran intensive program, they don't have to put the chairs and tables every day and remove it. There will be a hall for them to conduct their classes. For sisters who struggle for the shortage of space, inshallah there will be an extra space for them to pray and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my dear brothers and sisters, I remind all of you to come and participate in this beautiful historical event, which is the groundbreaking ceremony of our masjid. Inshallah, I'll conclude within a minute. I also want to share with you that by the grace and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala,